Hey everyone, this is Bo. In this video, I'm setting out to build a custom vanity top, and it's not exactly what you think. It's actually, well, it might be what you think. So we have two freestanding vanities in our bathroom, and there's this gap in between the two of them that is kind of unutilized, right? There's nothing you can really put there. So we're building a custom top that goes between them that has a drawer underneath for extra storage, and that surface is a nice elevation to sit at and to get ready in the morning for my wife. So stay tuned and see how it turned out. So this project started with a template, and the sides of the vanities that this was going to fit between were not just flat surfaces. They had a leg that stuck out, then the panel was indented and the back leg stuck out again. Then we had the wall that probably wasn't square to the front of the vanities, and the two vanities weren't square to each other. So template's the best way to go here, and to be honest, it took 3 or 4 tries to get this to fit correctly. Alright, so making good progress on this little makeup area station. Got a bunch of pieces of wood in front of me here. Thought I'd take a moment to explain them. First, this is the actual top that will get painted and coated. This will be what you'll see. There are 2 pieces of maple here. These are going to attach to the existing vanities upstairs, and they will support the weight of the top. Over here, I've got some 3 1/4 inch wide piece of plywood. These are going to be pocket screwed and glued to the bottom side of the top, and they're going to be what mount the drawer slide for the drawer underneath. The 2 vanities are not parallel with each other, so I can't use, it'd be nice if I just mount these to the vanity and use this to attach a drawer slide, but they're not parallel, so that's not going to be good for a drawer. So these will work just fine. Pocket screw, glue. There'll be one in the back to help add some stiffness to the whole top section. And then this is the front, which will be, we'll of course cover that plywood edge. It'll extend the width of the 2 vanities, and then I'm going to cut out the middle of this to be the false front of the drawer, so it's all cohesive. It doesn't matter; it's going to get painted anyway, but at least I'm not using extra wood to create it. So yeah, I think what we're going to move on to now is going to be, what do I want to do next? I think I want to cut these. I'm going to cut these to size. I'm going to cut these to size, and then I'm going to bust out the Craig pocket hole maker bit. Yeah, I don't know. Bust that out and start drilling some pocket holes, and we'll see how far we get. So here we go. So the drawer structure, I guess you'd call it, is glued and screwed to the bottom of the vanity top here. So if you're standing in the bathroom, this will be sitting between the vanities, and this little cavity in the bottom is where the drawer will fit into. So I've already measured for the drawer. Looks like we've got 20 7/8 wide by 19 5/8 long, and then a 3-inch tall drawer. The drawer construction is going to be pretty simple. Like I typically do, it's going to be rabbets in the corners that I'll later pin with some dowels. And yeah, let's get cutting some ply. Oh, I should mention the drawer size will be 1/2-inch plywood, and the drawer bottom will be 1/4-inch MDF. So here we go.
All right, so something went a little wrong here during the drawer glue up. I put a diagonal clamp on there to make sure the drawer was square. I don't know if I read the tape measure wrong or what, but the drawer ended up coming out almost an 1/8 inch out of square, which changed my plans for the drawer. The drawer face was going to be flush with the edge of the vanity top. Well, with the drawer box being out of square, and it's for my house, and I'm being a little lazy and don't want to remake the drawer box, I decided to change my plans to then recess the drawer face, false front, kind of behind the edge a bit, so it hid that bit it was out of square.
Take 47. All right, so I've just got done applying some edge banding to the outside of the vanity top here. And the reason I did that is not for aesthetics. It's going to be in between two vanities and the back's going to be against the wall. My concern is that during installation or sometime in the future, there may be a fingernail or something that gets in the edge here and maybe pops up the veneer a little bit or chips the edge out. So just prevent that, I quickly edge band it. It took whatever 25 minutes to do it. So that's done. And now I'm moving on to the front of the vanity. So you got my drawer cavity here in the middle, and then I originally had a piece made for this, and it wasn't going to work out well. I kind of thought about the install process and how it was going to work out, and I didn't like it. Because my initial plan was to not glue this piece on. The front was actually going to be just a pocket screw the heck out of it and hold it in place like that. I don't think the glue joint, or I don't think the joint's going to look well on the very front top. Might have little gaps in it. So I've changed my plan now. I'm going to cut just a hardwood piece that's going to cover the top plywood here. And then my false front is actually going to be the full length and span left to right. Originally I had like a little, I don't know what shape you call it, upside down U shape. And yeah, it's not going to, trying to install that's impossible because I have to get it down at an angle in between the two vanities, and so I can't have that big, long, tall thing there, else it won't get in. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so we're going to work on a piece of poplar I have sitting behind me here, and we're going to make this turn that piece of poplar into the front of this vanity top. So here we go.
Alright, so this is video proof that this false front was cut to the same width as the vanity top, and that the drawer shut and opened cleanly without any issues. So this is my first time trying a grain filler. I typically don't use it, but I thought I'd give it a shot on this one. I only did one coat of it, which wasn't enough to completely obscure the grain. And I also read that maybe I should have added some water to it to make it a little bit maybe easier to flow out and smooth out. So next time I'll know. More coats, add a little water, I think, and hopefully it helps obscure the grain a little bit more. So we're up in the bathroom, and I'm about to install the vanity top. A couple things I wanted to point out up here. There are a couple cleats attached to the inside surface of the vanities here, and that is what the vanity top is going to sit on, are these cleats. Unfortunately, the way that the vanity top here overhangs the vanity itself, I'm going to have to remove one of these cleats, kind of get it into somewhat position, hold it up with my head probably, and then screw this cleat back into place and then set it down. It won't quite fit diagonally between the spaces here, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to install the vanity by installing some screws from the bottom of the cleats up into the top to pull it down, and then just attach the drawer and the drawer face, and this will be a wrap. So here we go. Alright, so as I foreshadowed before, the drawer did not fit. It banged pretty hard against the vanity top, so I had to adjust where the drawer slide was positioned on the vanity, slid that down like, I think it was over 1/8 of an inch, so it'd clear, and then I adjusted the drawer slide down on the drawer itself to get similar gap between the left and right hand side, and it's that back right hand side that's hitting hard in the video. And of course, at the same time, my camera died, so I don't have any more footage of how this all went, but you can imagine it was 20 minutes of swearing and moving things around and adjusting things. And then as well, the false front did not fit between the vanities. No idea why. It's the same length as the vanity top. So anyway, it all turned out nice in the end. It all worked out. Just took a little bit more effort than expected. So I appreciate you hanging out and watching the video to the end here. And if you could, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to keep seeing my new content as it comes out. And as always, thanks for watching and have a good one.